All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, people. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. A beautiful Saturday. Beautiful Saturday morning. The time is 9:32 here. I don't know what the time is on your side, but the time is 9:32. Dr. Ifer from Canada, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Adeyemi. Adeyemi, the girl. Change it to the girl Adeyemi. Okay, it's 3:32 in Nigeria. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's afternoon over there. It's afternoon over there. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get to this. I made up my mind, or I don't know what to say, to make this video. I know it's you, Adebola. Adebola Kennedy, I know it's you. I'm just saying, instead of you saying Adeyemi, the girl, why don't you say the girl Adeyemi? Okay. Good morning. I did your Jew. God bless you. Thank you very much. Prince, thank you very much. I just want to throw this out real quick. Let me throw this out real quick this morning. Let me throw it out real quick this morning. Okay. I understand we are still in that mode of mourning, and I understand that this is painful. Number one, when you look at the journey of that young man, it's a very, very hard journey, very hard journey. And but he was able to get to a point in his life where he was making money, taking care of his family, his wife, and his kid, taking care of his father and then his mother also. Okay. And it was a long journey. The boy is not old, he's a very young guy. He's 20 something. And let me say this. It's possible for you to agree with me or you might not. And you don't have to. He joined the wrong gang. He joined the wrong gang. And I want us to learn something from here. Learn something from here. Learn something from here. He joined the wrong gang. All right. And what those guys were doing, um, they were selling drugs. They were distributing drugs. Learn something. Learn something. You see, where you are today is actually the product of the choices you've made. Where you are today is based on the choices you've made. Let's now say, all right, he joined the bad gang, started doing bad things with those people. But I believe one thing, that inside of him, he's a good guy. A good guy who found himself in the wrong side of life. A good guy who found himself in the wrong side of life. Maybe he couldn't cope with it. I was in there once myself. I was in it once myself. Maybe God protected me. Maybe God protected me just because of today. I was inside of it. We were doing everything with everybody. All right. We were stealing things and selling things. You know, that's Nigeria for you. You see, when you're on the street, you must to survive. When you come from a family that is nowhere to do, you must to look for a way out of poverty. Even if not out of poverty, at least for you to eat. All right? For you to eat. I found myself inside of it too. Found myself in it. My mother, my dad, they were all church people. But I found myself on the street smoking Indian hemp, smoking cigarette and getting drunk and doing all kinds of stuff. Wrong side of life. Which at the end of the day is always profitable, because you must be on the street to balance your life. You cannot have a balanced life if you have not been on the street. You're just going to be one mumu just walking the street. You'll be one mumu. And when you see people who are Igboro people, they don't fall for all of these things pastors do. And that's one thing. They don't fall for it. They have a balanced brain. The only people who fall for all the gimmicks of pastors are people who are locked in their homes. They grew up inside of mommy and daddy. They didn't get to go on the street. And it's possible for people to scam them. It's possible for them to follow fake pastors. It's a balanced life. I'm not going to judge him or blame him for it. I will never blame him for it. Even though people say all manners of things that, oh yeah, he was one of the gang, he was one of them. Yes, he was, like I was. Okay? I'm not going to blame him for him choosing or making that choice. He made the choice. But let other young people, let them actually learn one thing from here. Whatever you want to do, always think about the end of it. Always think about the end of it. Because it's possible for the end not to end up the way you planned it. The people you are messing with may not take it lightly. They might decide to come after you. And that's why I went to the store yesterday. I went to the store yesterday. I wanted to buy a drink. And as I walked into the liquor store, the lady got up and she had a pistol in her hand. And I looked at her. She's this, this girl, we talk all the time. Every time I go there, we always talk about things, politics and all whatever. And I said, "What's up? You want to kill me?" He was like, "Oh no, I didn't know it was you." I said, "What happened?" It was like one guy came in 2 days ago to rob the store. That the guy picked up big drinks and just walked out. And she was trying to stop the guy, but the guy didn't stop. And she started shouting, and the other store owners just closed their doors and locked up their doors. They called the police. The police came, walked around for 30 minutes, they left. So she told herself, like, I'm not going to allow anybody to rob me again. It's either I die or they die. So I told her, I said, please, I've been able to learn this from the street. Don't ever shoot anybody to survive. Never. If somebody's trying to rob you, don't shoot that person on the leg. Don't shoot that person in the arm. Don't shoot that person any other place. Make sure you target the head or the chest where the heart is. And she asked me why. I said, because I'm teaching you safety. Well, what do you mean safety? And I said, if you should shoot that person in the leg or in the hand, they will be taken to police custody. The police will put them in jail for 2 years for robbing. When they come out of jail, the very first thing they're going to come back to do is coming after you. So you are not safe. You are not safe at all. The best thing you can do is to terminate that person totally. 100%. They cannot leave. If they leave, your life is not safe. Your children are not safe. Your husband is not safe. Everybody around you, they are not safe. What you've done is that you've gone to call on war. And the war is coming. Even if it's 20 years, that war is coming back. Always make sure you shoot to kill. Don't shoot for them to survive. Whoever comes to your porch, right in your driveway, that person is out of line. You have the right to protect yourself. If that person comes into your shop and steal one thing, that person is tampering with your life. You got to kill them. Don't shoot them in the leg. I didn't learn that one in church. They didn't teach me that one in church. They didn't teach me that one in my house. They taught me that on the street. While I was on the street, they taught me. So if you want to have a balanced life, you have a balanced life by going to the street, learning the street things, and then you come back home. At that point in time, nobody will be able to scam you. You see people jumping all around, going all after pastors and revivers and conferences. It's because they are not well balanced in their head. All right? They are not well balanced in their head. If you are balanced in your head, you've been on the street, you know the game of the street, because those pastors are from the street. They understand. The assignment is clear. They know they are going after mumus, and they know how to get the mumus. And when they come with the strategy, you fall for it every time because you are not balanced. Because you are not balanced. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn something from that. When you're going everywhere and you're trying to make decisions, you're joining a group, you need to understand the game. And this stuff right here is dangerous. Dangerous. The group he joined is a very dangerous group. And what they were doing, I don't have the right to say it. What they were doing, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Number two, this guy struggled and struggled. Probably along the line, he found out where I am is not the right place for me. This is not the place I should be. This is not the kind of things I should be doing. I need to break myself free. But it's very difficult to break yourself free when you join a gang. When you enter into a gang, it's difficult. Very, very difficult for you to break yourself free. It's not easy. All right? It's not easy. They're going to come after you. They're going to try to disturb you and destroy whatever it is that you're doing. You don't want to. You don't want to go into it because coming out of it is difficult. And we have just seen it. And I think Nigerian boys and girls should learn something from this. It's good for money. It's good to make money. It's good to have fame. It's good for you to be in the limelight. But the issue is that you will not sleep at night. You will not sleep at night because you have to sleep with your eyes open. The people that are coming after you, they're coming. They might wait for you for 20 years. They might wait for you for 10 years. They're coming. And they're coming one day, they're going to come. One day, they're going to come. When you look at the story of Biggie and Tupac, people are killed every day in the music industry. They kill each other because of what they were doing, what they do. Well, that's what they do. That's the game. You cannot just be in the limelight. You can't just be shining. There are some people behind you pushing you. You don't mess with them. You don't tell them I'm leaving. You can't leave them. When you join them, they gave you a contract. This is where we're going to push you to. And then they're going to do it. But the issue is that he is a guy on the street with a good heart. He's a guy on the street with a good heart. He was only trying to make a living. And that's why his spirit is strong, right? This stuff that he was doing right now, I didn't mean the guy is a crazy guy. He's actually looking for a way to destroy other people's lives. His spirit will not enter into everybody, and we won't feel the way we are feeling right now. There is no rest for the wicked. It is not him, but God that is using his death as a wake-up call to every one of us. Every one of us. He's a good guy in a good heart, but he found himself in the wrong company. He was not supposed to die like that. That wasn't his destiny, to die that way. But the street will come after you. The street is going to come and destroy you. You cannot eat with the devil. You can't eat with the devil and believing yourself to go scot-free. The devil is going to take something from you. The devil is going to take something from you. And what the devil is going to take from you, you don't know, because the devil is not going to tell you the moment you enter into it. And that's why you see all these babalawos, when they tell you about money ritual, they won't tell you what's going to happen until you jump into it. And when you now jump into it, that's when they now start telling you to bring this and bring this and bring this. And then they tell you you can't go back. Now you're in, you can't go back. You got to have to do it. Or are you ready to die or to go crazy? Which one do you want? And at that point in time, people become so mean, heartless, and no conscience at all. And then they say, well, I know I'm going to die eventually, but before I die, I'm going to pull so many people along with me. And that's when they start doing rituals and killing people, cutting people's hands, and all kinds of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy with a good heart, trying to make a living, trying to build a family, trying to have a life. All right? And one thing you see, even while he was with the record label that he was with, all of his songs, they are all about the enemies coming, all about his struggles, all about his life and everything. I've been able to listen to a lot of his lyrics, and I'm kind of like, all right, while he was saying those things in the music, that guy was going through a lot. Okay? And I want you Nigerians to learn one thing. Music is a form of communication. People communicate through music, through movies and all kinds of stuff. Sometimes when we hear lyrics, don't let us just enjoy it alone. Let's think. Because this is actually going to open our eyes to start thinking about people who doesn't have a voice because they have already signed a contract, or they are entered into oath that they cannot say. So they use strategy to talk to us in the music. They use their strategy to give us the information in the music. And the moment we start looking into this stuff, we will understand that this person is not just writing a song. This person is talking to us. This person is communicating with us. All right? And if we refuse to do something real quick, all right, it's possible for this person's life to be gone. To be gone. All right, I was in depression one time. And every time I tried to sleep, my whole life would start flashing right in my face. I started remembering things, people who hurt me before. And until today, it's difficult for me to call those people. Because every time I go to sleep, I remember what they did to me. I always remember what they did to me and stuff. And I couldn't call them. Because if I call them, it's possible for me to say something crazy. So I don't want to. So I started treating myself. I'm going for therapy. I'm doing what I got to do just to keep myself sane. You don't understand what people go through. You don't understand what is underneath this jacket here. You don't understand what is underneath this face. You don't know what is underneath. A lot of people you see on the street going and smiling and waving hands to you, you don't know what they're going through inside. People won't tell you because we will use their story against them. But these people are so bold enough to put it in music. To put it in music. And they talk about it. This is what they're going through. If I give the microphone to some of you guys will have a lot to say. You guys will have a lot to say. Number 2 or number 3 is that when you find yourself in a kind of a drug environment, you see, the people who deal drugs, they don't use drugs. People who deal with drugs don't use drugs. But when you begin to see people losing weight, when you see people that are no longer eating, when you see them losing weight and they're kind of like looking like one kind, those guys are on drugs. And they start losing weight and they become so dull and they become so dumb. And we see them all over America. Those are the ones they call drug addicts. But the drug addicts are not the ones selling the drugs. Some people are selling the drugs to them. And the ones that are selling the drugs, they look fresh. They look nice because they don't take what they're selling. They are too smart. They're very smart. They don't take their own drugs. They don't. Oh yeah, we are selling something different. It's just like Chinese people. Chinese people don't eat what they sell to us. Chinese people, they don't eat what they sell to us. When you go to Chinese restaurant, all of this buffet and all kinds of stuff that you see there, you never see a Chinese man walk into the place and say, that's what I want to eat. Chinese people don't eat those things. And that's why you see them healthy and brilliant. But they give us the junk to eat and we fall sick. And we are the ones going to the doctor. You need to know, learn one thing from these. Every one of us, we're saying the spirit is strong, the spirit is strong. That spirit is strong just for us to wake up. You know, one thing I see about Nigerians is that this whole thing is going to pass. This whole money is going to pass. Mohbad's name is not going to be that important anymore. But the issue is just that Nigerians will forget the story. They will forget the lessons that they were supposed to learn from this. And then they go back to the street and then they live their normal life. This is supposed to change something in us. This is supposed to reform our society. This is supposed to reform us as people. Supposed to teach us something as people. And we're supposed to pick up something from the death of this guy. But are you going to do it? I don't believe so. A time will come, all of this wave will go. Oh, justice for Mohbad will no longer be on social media. Oh, let us fight for Mohbad will no longer be on social media. Or every one of us will have forgotten about him. We are not going to be talking about Burna Boy, Davido, and all other ones that are actually filling arenas and stuff. Then we now take our attention away from Mohbad straight to the other ones without learning anything. Or probably we have pushed everything we learned out of the window. Out of the window. We will not. And this is a lesson. That was exactly what COVID-19 came to do. During the COVID, God was expecting us to learn something. All right, let's shut all the churches down. Let's shut all the businesses down. All right, let people look up to me. But no, the moment COVID went away, we returned back to the vomit. Every one of us now running after pastors, after prophets, after everybody. Whereas during the time of COVID, you were locked down in your home, you did not die. There was a man present in your life. The silent listener was there. He wanted you to have a relationship with him. But we didn't learn nothing from that. The moment COVID left, we went back to the same thing we used to do. We didn't learn nothing from that. Number 4, even if you find yourself inside of a wrong system, but you have a good heart, you're going to fight to actually leave that place and say, you know what, I'm no longer interested. But don't forget that the devil already given you something. What did the devil give? The devil gave the fame. The devil gave the money. He gave the source of money and all kinds of stuff like that. You always want to remember it's never going to be easy for the devil to let you go. They were after him 24/7. All of his song is about one enemy. All of his song is about the pain he has been through. And at the end of the whole stuff, those guys didn't back up. Even though this guy kept his mouth shut. This guy didn't release their secret to nobody. These guys didn't talk about them to nobody. He felt. And I want you guys to listen. Some of you will think, let me dine with the devil, but I'll promise the devil I'm not going to say anything. Do you think the devil is going to believe you? The devil will never believe you. You can promise the devil you're going to shut up and not do nothing. No, the devil is not going to believe that. The devil may just be looking at you, even though you are not saying nothing, the devil will still not believe you. So he kept the bargain, not saying anything. But the issue is just that the devil will actually be thinking one day something's going to happen that you are going to expose us, and we cannot afford that. We can't let that happen. So they continue to come after him. After him. They continue to come after him. And he was doing his own thing. And let me tell you something, that guy was actually coming up. Gradually, he did collaboration with all of the big stars. Actually, I watched his video today when he was singing at Tiwa Savage father's burial. He was highly rated. They loved him. They love his music. All right? They love his music. All right? And all kinds of stuff like that. Those other guys were looking at him and they could see how fast he was going. How fast it was going. How fast it was going. And they believe that we need to shut him down. If not, he's going to get to limelight, he's going to pass us, and then at the end of the day, maybe he might come to take revenge for everything we've done to him. He might come back and actually come and take revenge of everything we've done to him. It's better we cut him down now than for us to let him get to the top and come back after us. We don't want him coming back after us. We need to terminate his life. And you see, the most painful thing, the most painful thing is this. The way they killed that boy wasn't a peaceful death. It was not. It wasn't. I don't know. I feel like crying right now. And I'm about to describe something. And this I'm about to describe, I don't know how you're going to feel. They injected him. That injection, if I'm right, I'm not sure if I'm right. I'm just thinking out of my head. That injection actually knocked him down, probably knocked him into coma. He didn't get to breathe for some time. So they believe that now he's gone. But it was just quiet for some time. That particular injection only knocked him down. They didn't get a doctor's approval. They didn't even want to wait for it because they don't want to waste time. Because the people who killed this guy is not just a set of people, it's a group of people. It's a kind of a gang up. It's a group of people who killed him. They terminated this guy, a group of people. It doesn't matter how you flip the coin. A lot of people are suspects, not just only one set of people, not just only one person or two people or three people. It's a group thing. It's a group thing. It's a group thing. And I'm not going to lie to you. Part of the people who are working with him, part of the people that he chose to be his friends, they are part of those who actually collaborated with the killers. Who collaborated with the killers. So the next thing they did to him, they broke his neck so he could suffer. They broke his neck, put him in a tiny casket, and they were so much in a hurry just to put him in the ground. And see what I saw. I was looking at the whole thing. The ground where they buried him was like as if they were actually digging a sockaway. I really don't think a graveyard should be as deep as that. They buried him. They buried him knowing fully well that he must not come out. We're going to make sure that even if people want to go there and save him, they will not be able to save him on time. They will not be able to save him on time. They will not be able to save him on time. So that's the way they buried him, and they quickly just put cement slab on top of it. It was cemented immediately, the same day. You know, I know that when you bury someone, you let that particular stuff stay for a while, let the sand sink into it, probably like in a couple of weeks. Then you can come back and put the cement on it, and then put the marble or whatever it is. But they quickly did all that same day. And then I watched the video that inside of the casket he fought. I just want you to put yourself inside of that confined space, inside of the ground, with your neck broken and your heart started beating back and you're suffocating and you couldn't breathe and you're trying to push the casket, but the casket is too heavy for you to push. And you're just there trying to find a way to breathe and you're choking and your neck is broken and there's nothing you can do because they have already put cement on top of it. And nobody's even thinking about, let's go help him out. Let's go help him out. Let's go help him out. Do you see the kind of pain, agony that such a kind of a person will go through? That is a terrible death. That is a wicked way to kill somebody. Very wicked way to kill. Very wicked way to kill. I don't know. I don't know what he has done. I don't know exactly what they want to, the reason they killed him. But the issue is that is just a wicked way to kill somebody. He fought in the casket. He tried to, whatever he wants to do, but he was limited. He couldn't. The enemy put cement on him. They dug the ground. It was like they were digging. It was like they were digging a well and they put him all the way down at the bottom. They covered him up. And then he woke up inside of that casket below the ground. No oxygen, no nothing. Maybe he died from that. Maybe he died struggling, choking, fighting, beating his legs, slapping his hands. The neck was broken, nothing he could do. And he died in there. You know? I'm telling you. This is the wicked world that we live in. This is the wicked world that we live in. And it's terrible. Very terrible. I do not believe a man should die that way, regardless of his sin. Regardless of his sin, I do not think a man should be killed and die that way. Sorry, I'm trying to respond um to a message. Oh, terrible. Very terrible. I don't understand. They killed him. Now, what we're doing at the moment, I could see, and I want you to listen to this number 5. I could see a lot of people doing candlelight, candle night, candle celebration, candle whatever. People wearing black and all of that. I see it all over town. I was actually invited to one, but I couldn't make it because I was busy. You know, I was busy, and in the heart of some people, the heart of some people, they were not actually mourning Mohbad. They were using the videos to make money. They were using the video to make money. Some people came there to steal phones. Some people were there to rape women. Some people were there to take advantage of what is going on to do their own evil act. And this is actually very touching for me. That someone just died. Someone just died. And we couldn't just keep all that selfishness and say, this is not the time to be selfish. This is the time for us to go all out and just give support to find out who killed this guy. To give peace to the one who died. To set the future for that baby that just got born. That is just their little baby. To protect the wife, protect the people that are around. But instead of that, people rejoice when people die like this. So many people who actually sponsored, they can't do whatever it is for selfish interest. For their own selfish interest. Is it difficult for us to work together as people and say to ourselves, you know what? Let us stand for one voice, one mission, and then we achieve it together. And after we're done, let everybody return back to their businesses. Everybody return back to their businesses. But this is the moment when some people believe it's opportunity for them to come to limelight, opportunity for them to make money, opportunity for them to do one thing or the other. It's so sad. And we come here and we come and shout our presidents are not, it's not good, our governors are not good, our this are not good. Those governors and presidents, they came out of us. Came out of us. All what we see them do, that's who you are. That if we should vote you into office, that's exactly what you're going to do. Because all of this stuff is not teaching you nothing. 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 I don't understand. The death of Mohbad is stirring up something. The death of Mohbad is creating awareness. The death of Mohbad is going to unite the people. I said something yesterday, or day before yesterday, I believe. Love is beyond religion. And this is what I've been preaching all my life. Religion is separating us. Religion is separating us. But you see, Jesus Christ did not come to give us religion. He came to preach love to us. Love before religion. A man of God wrote me, was like, why are you talking about Mohbad? The guy is smoking their M. The guy is crazy. The guy is this. The guy did this. The guy did that. I say, yes, I used to be that guy. You used to be that guy too. Something happened along the line, then you changed your life. At that time, you were like that, and I was like that. If they didn't give us a chance, will we be who we are today? Love is above religion. It doesn't matter who that person is. The Bible says, for God so loved the world, not the Christian. Love the entire world, love entire people, everybody, loved by God. Love is above religion. I listen to Mohbad. If you don't, if you are this hypocrite as a pastor who couldn't come out and say, yes, I know him. I listen to him. I listen to Burna Boy. I listen to Wizkid. I listen to Davido. Davido happens to be my best. My best musician is Davido. I listen to him. I have all his songs in my head. I listen to Ashake. I dance to it. All right? I dance to it. Hypocrites will not admit that. But when their children are having weddings, They know how to play whiskey and Ashake there. And then they would start shaking their stupid heads, acting like they are Holy Ghost. Love is what Christianity is. Doesn't matter who you are. That's what Christianity stands for, love. Love is above religion. It doesn't matter the kind of religion you guys are bringing. Love actually is above that. Because that's what Jesus Christ came to preach. All of his disciples were actually men of stain. All of his disciples were from the street. The tax collector, the crooked businessman. He looked for those ones. He wasn't looking for religious people. He didn't go to the synagogue to find them. He didn't go to the synagogue to find them. He went on the street, and those ones who followed him are people with stain. I need you to go and watch this movie called The Chosen. It's going to give you a different idea about who Jesus is. Who Jesus is. I was thinking, I've been waiting for the time that a big pastor will come and talk about this atrocity. I've been waiting for one of those prophets to come out and talk about this atrocity that is happening, this wickedness that is happening. But because he's not a praise worship leader, because he's not one of your praise worship leaders, you won't say nothing. Because he's not the son of a GO, you won't say anything. Because he's not one of the deacons, you won't say anything. Because he's not one of the keyboardists of the church, you won't say anything. You won't say nothing. Nothing. You will not say. You're dividing us because of your religion. You're dividing us because of your stupid mindset. You're dividing us. We are supposed to stand together and fight this wickedness within and outside of the church. We're supposed to stand together and fight it. And fight it. And I want to just announce to you that the boy who died is a Christian. When you listen to some of his lyrics, you will see what is in there. There are Bible quotations even in his lyrics. Bible quotations there. Go and listen to it. See? My heart is broken for the church. That we just choose who we talk about, who we support. They kill this boy, you don't want to say nothing. You don't want to say it. All of us listen to their songs. All of us, we play their music when we have parties. All of us, including the GOs, when their children are doing weddings, we listen to them. These are the songs. They compose these songs. They release these songs. We listen to it. They create the beat. They smoke in their hemp. Like some of your pastors do CBD. Some of the pastors, they use Igbo to make tea. But you didn't see them smoking it. That's why you believe they don't do it. Some of your pastors, they take CBD. Some of them drink, but they won't tell you they do. Some of your pastors do all these things and sleep with women all around. But now is the time for them to fight for humanity like Jesus did. Jesus did not fight for the Pharisees. He didn't fight for them. He fought for the common people. He fought for common people. This is the time you're supposed to fight for people, but we didn't see you. We didn't see you. Why are you not talking? Why are you not talking? Big pastors. Big pastors, where are you guys on this case? We have a journey here, something that is going to actually liberate Nigeria. Why are you guys not talking? I'm calling you guys now. Where are the small pastors? Where are the small prophets? Where are the big prophets? Where are the imams? Where are the imams? Where are the alhajis? Where are the alhajas? Where are they? To talk about this issue we have on ground. Everybody in Nigeria, we are all mourning right now. Everyone in Nigeria, we are all sad. I couldn't believe what I saw when I saw the walk. It's almost like the whole Nigeria was empty. Everybody left their home to stand for this guy. Everybody walked out of their homes. They left their shops. They left their businesses. They were on the street, both young and old, women and men. They left everything to come over and say, Nigeria must change. We must fight it out. But where are the ones with the big voice? Where are the ones with the big money? Where are the ones who knows how to talk to the president and who know how to talk to the police? Where are the ones that we call the influential people in the society? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Hypocrites, where are you guys? This is the time we need you. This is the time we need your big voice and your big stage, so that our children will stop dying the way they're dying. Where are you guys? I've waited for almost a week or two now. I waited. I've been watching the news. I've been coming on social media. Coming. Been coming. I didn't get to see nothing. But you have the audacity to actually tell people that me, I'm not a pastor. Yes, I'm not. I'm not a pastor like you. And I even don't want to be a pastor like you. I want to be the pastor of like myself. I don't want to be that kind of pastor like you. I don't. I don't. I don't. And finally, I want to beg Nigerians, the good ones, please don't let this death, please don't let the death of Mohbad, don't let it go without you picking something from it. Please, don't let this go without picking something from this. Make sure you pick something from this. Make sure you allow something to impact you. Make sure that you do this. Nobody's going to fight for you. Only common people fight for common people. The rich fight for themselves. They fight for each other. If you think there are people who are wealthy and powerful, and you think they're going to fight for you, no, they will not. They won't. Common people fight for common people. The rich fight for each other. They will never defend you. They will never fight for you. Because the moment is not bringing money to them, they will never put their hands into it. They don't want to lose their position. They don't want people to say, oh, why will you talk about it and you're a pastor? They are afraid of what their association is going to say. But those are the people we run after. Those are the people we bow down to. Those are the people we worship. Those are the people that we actually do all manners of things. We give them our money. We donate to their ministries. We give everything to them. But when it comes to the time to fight for us, they keep quiet. They keep quiet. They keep quiet. Young men, young women out there, I need you to think. I need you to think. You're alone. You are alone and you are by yourself. You don't have nothing, no backing, no nothing. Nigerians, you don't have nothing. The government is not going to fight for you. I watch a video. The American government is about to donate $24 billion or even more to release 4 Americans from prison. They're about to donate billions. They want to give billions just to release American citizens from prison. What will Nigeria do for you? Will Nigeria donate money or give money to release you from prison? What are they even doing for people that are hungry in Nigeria? What are they doing for you? What are they doing for you? What will they do for you? And that's where you're supposed to understand that you are all by yourself and you are alone. Whatever it is you want to do, you remember you're going to fight by yourself. Remember you're going to fight alone. And don't forget the people that are around you, never you trust them. Don't you ever trust them. But when you trust those ones, you are opening yourself to attack and death. I saw a video when somebody gave Davido water. He said no. And that guy carried his cup, covered it with his hand, put it right in his armpit. Learn something from them. Learn something from them. And one thing I want to say finally, final. Don't let us let this thing slide. Let those powerful people on social media continue to say something until justice will come. That guy cannot just die like that. That guy can die like that. Don't let him die in vain. Don't let him die in vain. Don't let him die. Let's not forget about it. Let us continue to do it until we see justice. Until everybody that is actually connected to his death pay for it. They must to pay for it. They must to pay for it. We must use them as a scapegoat to teach other wicked people a lesson. Teach other people a lesson. We must to continue. And I beg you guys, please, don't stop. Keep posting. Keep on posting. Keep posting. And post until someone will see it. Post until the whole world will see it. Post until something is going to be done. We cannot allow the killer of this boy to leave. They can't be living and working this hard. They can't be living and enjoying money that didn't belong to them. They cannot continue to live because they're going to kill somebody again. They can't continue to live because they are going to kill somebody one day again. And we're going to hear it. And then we start regretting that we didn't do nothing. We have to do something. We have to do something. And we have to get to the bottom of this one by the grace of God. By the grace of God. So thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate you guys for coming to watch this video. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 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 Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Gotta go.